I'm going to break down some Polynesian tattoo reference books that I like. I'm going to do the top 3, and we're going to start off with this book. So this book is Maori Tattooing for New Zealand, or Aotearoa for you guys. The reason why I like this book is because the author, H.D. Robley, he actually lived with Maori, and back in the 1800s, he studied the moko. And in New Zealand, they didn't have a word for tattoo, or they had a word for tattoo, but it wasn't tatau, it was moko, ta moko. And he studied that, and he actually was an artist, so he took note and recorded a lot of things, and that's all in this book. It's a really good book. You could see some photos right here to my side. But another thing that I like about it is that he explains a lot of the culture and history that goes along with it and breaks it down. So it's not just like a dictionary saying this means this, but it gives more information. And I think that's what's really important with Polynesian tattoos is the information besides just the art. It's the information, the symbols, and the culture behind it and why they would do what they did. So I like this book. So what I'm going to do is every time I show you a book and kind of describe it, I'm going to, right now, since we are live, going to put the link as a comment. And hopefully that works for you guys. And I looked up where you can purchase these books. Majority of them are on Amazon. There's one in particular that you have to actually go to the site and purchase it. But the rest you can just get on Amazon, click on the link, and you can get it there. So let me do that right now. Something to know about Tamoko is that the designs that were used on their face, the sacred seals that they would put on their face, the chiefs, it has a lot of genealogy, a lot of meaning to within their own family, and it is sacred. It's something that you need to know about the Tamoko. So great book. But let's move on. So the next book, Filipino Tattoos. All right. So I like this book. My wife likes this book. So the reason why I like this book, before everyone says Filipinos are not Polynesian, because that's a whole nother topic in itself. Filipinos, the Philippines is an island for sure, and people say it's Asian, but if you do a lot of research and history, you find that a lot of Polynesians come from Southeast Asia, Taiwan, coming down through Indonesia, all that. So I don't doubt that the Philippines was part of that migration, and a lot of their symbols and motifs show that because they're very similar, and that's what I like about this book. I like that in the beginning, the author Lane Wilkin, he actually traveled to Philippines, and he went throughout the world, but he lays out a lot of information about Polynesia, not just Philippines, but in the beginning of the book, just right here, this is Samoa, this is Suluape Patelo, I believe. Yep, Suluape Patelo and Samoa, doing hand tap tattoos, and you see Samoan implements, and let's see, sorry, the camera. Okay, so anyways, in this book, the great thing about the Filipino Tattoos book is that in the beginning of the book, he goes over a lot of the Polynesian symbols, and then he shows how they're similar to Filipino tattoos. And then throughout the book, he shows Filipino symbols and motifs and explains what it means in different regions of Philippines and why they would use it. And that's the best thing. The best thing about Polynesian symbols and motifs to know is why they did it. It's not just this represents strength or this represents weaving. It's why. Why did they do that? And for example, there's a lot. I was gonna just break it down, but we gotta move on. So anyways, let's move on to the next book. So this one, Te Patutiki, this book right here. One of my favorite, it is a dictionary. So the whole book comprises of the Patutiki symbols, Marquesan designs, and Patutiki is from Marquesas Islands. As you can see right here, there's designs, and it breaks it down. It has it in English and Tahitian, and it says what it means. And what I like is that it gives a lot of different meanings. It could possibly be this, or it could represent this, and this is where your discernment as a Polynesian tattoo artist needs to come in handy, where you can put those symbols to use in someone's story. But in the beginning of the book, he also gives his ancestors, or his genealogy, because his family is a line of tattoo artists. So I like this book. He also came out with another volume 2, and I'm gonna put a link. Oh, I gotta do the link for Filipino tattoos. I'm gonna do that right now. The good thing about these books is that it's not only for tattoo artists. If you're looking to either study Polynesian tattoos, a lot of history goes along with tattoos. It goes all the way back to the ancient Polynesians, where they would put these symbols on tapa, or even the Lapita people going back before the Polynesians, and it was on the pottery. So this is how they track their migration and their culture, basically. So these books are really good for that. Now, let's I got some honorable mentions. I got a couple books that I also really like. I have a ton of books, so it's really hard to choose this. Now, after this, if you guys have any questions, because you got Samoa, Tonga, Rapa Nui, Hawaii, you got so much different islands and cultures within Polynesia. If you guys have any questions, let me know, because I have books on a lot. Solomon Islands, Marshall Islands, Guam. Just a lot of books. So it's hard to pick. Anyways, so this one, Tattooing in the Marquesas. This is a really good one. It shows a lot of designs, and it breaks it down, but you're gonna have to translate in this book. This might be more for Polynesian tattoo artists, because the designs itself, you'll see how they put it together. But what I like about it is that, in the beginning, he actually explains a lot of the designs and motifs. Now, we don't want to disrespect the culture and just take these books and then just do different designs and copy and everything. A lot of good things about these books is that you can research to gain knowledge. And that's what I was kind of explaining in the last show. You can't just get a book and then all of a sudden do Polynesian tattoos. We all love to respect the culture. And this is a way that we can respect the culture, by reading and learning the culture and taking the time out to do that. So that's why I'm kind of showing what books are out there, and the authentic books, I would say. So last but not least, let me put a link. I'll put a link to that one. Let's see, Tattooing in the Marquesas. The good thing is a lot of these books are not too expensive. The Te Patutiki one is kind of expensive, because you got to order it from out of country, and when you order it from out of country, you got to pay the shipping, and it's almost as much as the book. It's kind of up there, but it's worth it. Definitely worth it. So this book is all in French, and in Tahiti, it's part of French Polynesia, which a lot of people in Tahiti speak French, and Tahitian. I like this book because it goes over all cultures. It is a book for Tahiti, and I bought this in Tahiti, but I found it, and I'll put the link up so you guys can order this. I think there's only a limited number available, but pick it up. So what I like about this book is it shows different cultures. Right here, actually, the photo that was put up was Hawaii. That's Tahiti, I believe, or Marquesas, one of them. I can't really see, and then this one's Hawaii. So what I like is they go throughout Polynesia, and when you take all these different books and you combine it and you read different perspectives on different things and people's ideas, you get a really good knowledge, and it's a really good base and foundation for doing Polynesian tattoos.